What's up guys, Chris with ArrowHead Firearms channel back again with another video today. Today we'll be going over my 10.5 inch AR pistol build. I'm just going to be telling you guys how I've got it set up, what I'm running, and why. So stay tuned guys. Alright, first off, I want to say thanks for all the views guys, all the subscribers. I think I'm up to like 20 or 21. For me, that's a pretty good milestone because I just started this channel. I think the last video I did was the Elite Combat video, and it's up to almost 900 or 1,000 views. So hopefully that hits 1,000 by the end of the month. So thanks again guys, thanks for watching the channel, I really appreciate it. So like I said guys, we're going to be going over this 10.5 inch that I built. Now this is pretty much one of my dream builds. I've always liked the 10.5 inch look. I wasn't huge on ballistics or anything with this build. Talking about the 10.5, I didn't really mind too much about the velocity drop off as far as like barrel lengths and stuff. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of like my dream build. We're just going to start it off. The lower is Aero Precision, and the upper is a company called Mid-State Firearms. So that's just the admin stuff out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and work from the back to the front of the rifle and tell you guys why I have it set up the way I do. Alright, so starting out at the rear guys, I've got the Shockwave blade back here. It's my brace of choice. Obviously it's not a stock. It's a wrist brace. Thanks ATF. But yeah, like I said guys, probably one of my favorite braces. It's relatively cheaper than the other options on the market. Is it the best? Maybe not. One reason as far as like shouldering it, it's not the greatest because it's really thin back here, but it works perfectly fine. I've got it extended out about an inch, locked it down, so it's about right there. It's pretty good for my length of pull and my shouldering and whatnot. So yeah, that's the Shockwave blade on the rear. So moving up, I've got the Magpul K2 grip back here. This is the one of the regular generations. It's not the plus with the rubberized feel to it. It's just the standard. I like running the K2 because it's got a more vertical grip angle. Just feels a little more natural, a little more comfortable shouldering it, whatnot. More comfortable than like a standard A2 grip. It's more like a slanted grip angle. So yeah, no complaints there. I like the back strap back here. Comes nice and high on the receiver of the gun. It can get a little hot at times. That just kind of shields your hand from the heat of the gun. So that's nice. No real complaints there. Awesome grip. Up here at the top of the receiver, we're running, I'm not familiar with the brand, but I got this at a gun show. It's just an ambidextrous charging handle. Works great, looks nice, super functional. Right on top, we've got a Magpul M-Bus sight. I've been using M-Bus sights for a long time. A lot of guys don't like them because they're plastic, but I haven't had any fail on me. They're just solid sights. You guys know all about those. Over here, I'm running the Magpul Bad Lever. I usually run those on all my AR builds, not so much just for dropping the bolt, but more of locking it to the rear. It's just nice to have. Just aids the manipulation of the rifle. Makes it a little bit easier instead of having to come off the gun, charge it, hold the bolt catch, and then lock it to the rear. Like I said, I can just hold up, and rack it to the rear, and then it's got an open bolt. So that's nice. As far as lower parts like the trigger group and the safety and all that good stuff, it's just mil spec. It's just what came with the Aero Precision lower. The lower was completely built. Yeah, just besides the K2, it came with the stock or the A2 style grip. But yeah, just stock internals on the lower. I just usually prefer just running stock stuff. Keeps the price down and it works just perfectly fine. Alright, so up top I'm running the Vortex Crossfire red dot sight. It's on their mount, their skeletonized mount. It's a great sight, great bang for your buck sight. Obviously, it's not the most expensive optic you can get on the market, but it definitely works. This build is more like a home defense build, so I wasn't looking to break the bank. But I did, of course, want something that was going to be reliable. And so far, I've had about 1,000 rounds or so through this Crossfire, and it's been performing great. I got this off a buddy of mine, so it was used. The nice thing about Vortex is I got the VIP warranty, so if this thing, for whatever reason, craps out on me, which I don't see happening anytime soon, I'm going to be under the VIP warranty. I'm going to get it either replaced or fixed, which is always a nice peace of mind to have. So, yeah, Vortex Crossfire red dot sight, no complaints, awesome sight there. Alright guys, so let's move up to the front of the gun. Let's talk about the rail. So the rail is a quad rail. It's a slim fitting quad rail type deal. It's from Mid-State Firearms, like I said. The upper is Mid-State Firearms. It came completely built, minus the bolt carrier group. So like I said, the rail is a slim quad rail. I was going for a quad rail. I didn't want to do key mod or M-lock or anything like that. I just wanted the quad rail. I like it. It's classic and it works. So one of the big complaints with quad rails nowadays is they're heavy compared to other stuff on the market, which is generally true. But like I said, this is a slim rail, so it's not much heavier than any other rails that I've really felt on the market, which is nice. And I still have all the capability of a full quad rail, so I can throw a lot of stuff on here. But yeah, like I said, guys, it's a slim quad rail. You could see relatively slim compared to other stuff. I can fit a lot of stuff on here, which is what I like. Just outfitting the rail, big thing is back here is the mock peg box. It's actually a light and a laser. And like I said, this is a home defense build, so I like having the laser. I can just throw it on and just have it on and I could just have a nice little point of reference as far as aiming the gun, which is nice to have. Right up here, I've got a Magpul M-Bus sight up front. I've got it mounted backwards, if you guys could tell. There's a method behind the madness, so don't freak out. So basically, when I activate the laser back here on the Mach Pec, if I had the sight mounted the correct way, you see the little bolt right there can kind of protrude out. So if I have it on the correct way, the laser would kind of splash off the side of it, and you could barely see it downrange. Just by turning it around, now the laser bypasses it completely, and it's just perfect. It works flawlessly. So that's why I've got it mounted backwards. It has no effect on accuracy or performance or precision work or anything like that. You guys could try it out if you like. Just trust me, it has no effect on it. So that's why I run it like that. As far as on the side, just got Magpul rail covers. They work nice, look good, protects my hands against the rails, keeps the rail looking decently nice. Obviously, I'm not too worried about the finish or anything like that. It's just a tool. But yeah, Magpul rail covers, added feature. As far as a hand stop, like I said, this is a pistol, so I can't run a vertical grip. Thanks ATF again. So I'm running the Magpul X-Tame hand stop kit. Arguably, I don't lose much. Foregrips are nice. I would argue that I could do just the same amount of control with the hand stop kit than I can a foregrips. I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, so yeah, Magpul X-Tame hand stop kit, awesome kit. Nice little notch back here and then one up front, so it's kind of like a reference for your hands. That's nice right there. As far as a weapon-mounted light, I'm a huge proponent of weapon-mounted lights. If you guys haven't noticed from my other videos with the handguns. So I've just got a generic light on here. I think I won it in a raffle. It's got about 400 lumens. I've had this light for maybe 3 or 4 years now, and it's still going strong. You guys can see it has taken some abuse over the years, but it's still ticking. So it still works right there. The reason I'm running it in this position is because I usually run my lights on the left side of the rifle, right to where my thumb can just kind of rotate over and actuate the toggle. But with this build, one of the things I really wanted the equipment to work around me rather than me work around the equipment. So I threw it on this right side of the rifle, and instead of compromising my grip at all as far as thumb over bore, I don't have to move my thumb at all. I could just move my middle finger on my left hand and just kind of actuate that toggle right there, and it works perfectly fine. Haven't missed it yet. Thrown about 1,000 rounds down range in this complete setup. Overall, this gun has seen about 2,500 rounds, no hiccups at all. I think I had one failure to extract one time, but the gun was pretty dirty. I was just seeing what it could withstand. So like I said, guys, that's my front set and how I've got the front set running. Also, I've got the A2 flash hider on here. Probably going to switch that out for a muzzle brake from Surefire. Kind of debating whether or not I want to do it yet, because that's going to add a lot of concussion up front. It's a 10.5 inch, so it's already pretty loud as it is. But yeah, that's the front set, guys. So yeah, guys, that's my 10.5 inch dream build. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Been super reliable for me. Like I said, I've only had one issue, just that one time, and like I said, the gun was dirty. The gas system, if you guys are curious, it is a carbine length gas system, and that is one of the big things that I wanted in the 10.5 inch. I didn't want to go anything short of the carbine length just for reliability issues, things like that. And like I said, surprisingly, it's been 100% reliable. So don't be scared to build a 10.5 inch. It'll still run for you just fine. But the only thing is I haven't run this thing suppressed or anything like that, so that's something to consider. So yeah, like I said, that's my 10.5 inch build. Probably the only thing left for me to figure out on this thing is how to mount a sling. So I've got a sling attachment back here, just kind of tucked away right here next to the pec. So I can throw a sling up there, and then the only thing is on the rear, I can mount it to the blade, the Shockwave blade back here. But the only thing is, I'm not 100% confident in attaching it to the blade, because the only thing that's securing this in place is one little screw down under there. It's locked into place and it's Loctite and all that good stuff. But I just don't know how solid that would be. I mean, of course, if I throw it on there, just put the gun on my shoulder and just have it like that, yeah, that'll be fine. But anything will be fine like that. I'm talking about like actually running this thing. I'm not 100% confident in that. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't for as far as testing. But that's still something I'm trying to figure out. I could probably run like the Magpul ASAP plate back here. But yeah, that's just something that'll be in the future. So yeah. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for my 10.5 inch build here. Let me guys know what you think about it. Obviously it's my rifle, so I'm going to build it how I want to. But hopefully this inspires you guys to do your own builds. I'd like to see some on YouTube. Post them in the video replies if you guys like. But yeah, so like I said guys, that's about it on this 10.5 inch AR pistol. Thanks guys for all the support lately. Like I said, the video's getting up there in views as far as my concerns. Next video probably be over probably like an update on the Elite Combat here. Last you guys saw it, it was pretty much in this configuration just without the X300. Threw the X300 on here, looks pretty sweet. It's got a lot more lumens, so that's nice. I also ordered a Glock compensator for this thing, so hopefully that thing works. It's the right thread pitch and all that good stuff. Saw on some forums that it was running good on this gun, so ordered that. It's a ZevTech compensator, so it's a quality piece. So I'm gonna throw that on here when it gets here soon, and I'll throw a bunch of rounds downrange with this guy and see how that turns out. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Like I said, I appreciate all your support. So I'll see you guys in the next one.